No, because like it's actually really helped my Japanese way more than watching anime. Because with watching anime, like I don't know what the anime watching experience has been for you, Connor, since you've started learning, but for me, I found it a lot more difficult to watch anime now that I'm learning Japanese because you know when you like read the subtitles,
Yeah.
and then you kind of understand what's going on. So you want to like try to listen in to what's being said, but because you do that, you kind of just miss what's on the subtitles.
Yeah.
That's like been my anime watching experience recently. And well,
I imagine Joey's just on his throne here being like, yes, tell me more about your struggles.
What are these subtitles you speak of?
Okay, one thing that I noticed that bugs me is that now that I know, like, I'd say like a very basic amount, right? Very minimal.
Yeah.
Like not enough to watch an episode and be like, yep, I understood all of that. But enough to like get some sentences, right? Is that when I read the subtitles, and obviously because in Japanese, sometimes the subject at the end of the sentence in English.
Right.
Yeah.
It's normally at the start in Japanese. So
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
you'll see a subtitle that comes with the other half of the sentence. So you're hearing the sentence that's going to come up.
Yeah.
and it's like you're like Jonathan Joestar,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
just like I
I know
know
what you're going to say.
your next line is gonna be.
Yeah, because it kind of messes with you. And then also, like, just watching any hentai, it's really frustrating because I'm more like, I realize like 2 minutes in, I'm starting to be like, okay, what are they saying? Oh, yamero. Stop.
Kimochi means
Yeah,
feels
kimochi.
good. Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
I guess
Soda
though,
stop.
I guess though it makes sense to like watch VTubers though to like learn Japanese because like you know these are real people.
No, exactly.
Who are like speaking right. They just look like anime, but like
Yeah.
their mannerisms and their phrasing, even though you know they might be playing like a character, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's still like a real person.
Because it feels like they're having an actual conversation. Because you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
watching an anime and you hear a conversation, you know, you're like, no one, I've never
This isn't
actually.
a real conversation.
This isn't a real conversation that's happening right now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm like zoning most of it out. Whereas when I'm watching a YouTuber, it feels like a genuine like Japanese conversation. Like you're actually hearing a story the way like any person you talk to Japan would
Yeah.
talk like.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's been like way more useful for me in learning Japanese than it has been watching anime.
Also because I guess like with VTubers again, they're like real people, right? So like the speed that they talk at as well is very real. And
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
not like overly accentuated.
Yeah.
So it actually makes more sense to like get used to that kind of speech
Yeah.
speed than like so nano? Like no one talks like that, right?
No, because you know, like it's like the anime voice acting voice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is not how real people talk like. And this
Right.
is true in like I'd say dub as well. You know, you hear like a dub voice actor or like a dub performance, and you're like, this isn't how real people talk. This isn't how English people,
Yeah.
people talk.
of course.
It's very anime. You know, so
Yeah.
So it's like it's more like watching a live streamer. So it's been like I'm not going to say I'm not going to say that's the only reason I've been into VTubers, but it's actually if you're trying to learn Japanese, I'd say VTubing is much more useful than learning.
It's educational, I swear.
Than watching anime because watching anime now for me has become a lot harder.
And you get the joy of finding that one VTuber you can simp.
yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, that's my one.
It is a little bit annoying to watch anime sometimes, but then also now sometimes I can look away just for a second and I can still understand what they said roughly because I'll know like 3 of the 5 words that they say, and off that I
Right.
can kind of piece together what was being said.
Isn't that such
Yeah.
a gratifying moment though?
It really is, and
Yeah.
I was going to say as well, like one thing that I found really helpful and I thought I would dread is like learning kanji. I think learning kanji is so interesting. I know you love your kanji.
Yeah.
But learning it's been so fun because when it slowly starts to make sense, it feels like an RPG where you're unlocking the world where you live.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I can slowly start to read stuff, and then there's like multiple different like ways to read a kanji, and then when you like know both, it's like I'm kind of
You're like that one isekai pro tag who's
Right,
just like
right.
comes in and is like, what does this say? I don't know. And then like 12 episodes in, it's like, yeah, I get it.
yeah, it's been really helpful.